गया। अबे ये पुराना ओवरराइट तो नहीं कर देगा?
उधर ही कनेक्ट।
ओके so reconnect हो गया। What happened?
We plugged it wrong.
What did you plug it wrong?
The power cable.
So you changed it?
I booted it.
Kenny, you plugged where? I told you it's in the start.
I plugged it in the start itself.
Go on YouTube and this. Refresh कर इसको. So guys, as you can see, we have booted the PC and it's on. We're just wondering what would you see as a display. Let's hope we get a display.
Why is the chipset fan not spinning?
Because probably it's in power saver mode and it's not have heated up yet enough, to start. Okay, we are getting this fans which is working perfectly fine. And sorry for the interruption, I think there was some network issue because of which the stream went down. Apologies about that.
You got a connection?
No, we did not. I mean, like, let me just click on the power button and test it out.
Further touch it.
It's not. It's on the front or in the side of the button?
Right.
It's not working. So everything is working, but for some reason we are not getting a display. Trying to fix that issue, and hope that it works.
Now it started this way. परत करा. Sorry.
Is it not booting?
It is booting, but
See, everything is working. I think the display has an issue. Probably. Should we try with? It's okay, right?
got it.
Yeah, so finally at the end of the day we were able to boot it. You guys can see, I mean, like, it's kind of grainy, sorry about that. It's trying to autofocus and it's perfectly working. So now we're gonna plug in the keyboard. And do you want to see the keyboard? So for keyboard, we went with AMD Esports, which is
with an anti-sport keyboard, and I'm just gonna quickly get the to unwrap it.
sorry about that. Kenny's habit of dropping everything.
Yeah.
expensive or not.
At least I don't drop Ryzen's.
Yeah, I said sorry about that. Happens once. So we went with, as you can see, with an Esports keyboard, which is plug and play, hopefully, and won't be like the Kawaii lights we struggled with. It's basically cherry blue keys, mechanical, in a very reasonable price that we got it. I think we got it for how much?
$2,000.
So $2,000 mechanical
These
keyboard.
are not cherry.
Not cherry per se, but blue switches. Yeah, they are blue switches with all. If you can hear all the clickety noise, all the sweet noises of clickety. But then again, it's not cherry, so. So Gani is just gonna plug it in, and hopefully you'll see a light. And the God said, "Let there be a light, a RGB light, probably, but light."
I think we got an issue with the USB port here.
Do we?
Yeah.
Let me come here. Oh no, it's not an issue. It's okay.
On this one port.
So basically, it's switching it
Alright,
up,
so
and here it is. So you have your this. We're just gonna say F1 to load all the default settings, and voila, we are in. As you can see,
can I get some?
yeah, sure. As you can see, guys, the CPU is running at 3.6 gigahertz. Can you just hold on? We have a number of cores 8, CPU ratio setting, base clock is this, and currently we are sitting at 3.6 gigahertz. Memory is running at 66 megahertz, and I think we are gonna load the XMPP profile.
As soon as I get my hands on it.
See, yeah, AXMPP is there, right? 1. Overclocking. You have AXMPP profile. Profile 2. Profile 2 was for 2700 hertz.
No, profile 1. 3200.
Yeah, 3201. 16, 18, 18, 36 would be the configuration.
We're not gonna oversee it, right?
No, we are not overclocking it for time being. Obviously, we are gonna overclock it and do it. And people who wanted to see how it would boot, so this is how it looks. And I'm really sorry about the front fans, which are supposed to be lit and have RGB effect but aren't, because we weren't able to figure out how to plug all the pins into motherboard. So figuring that out still. Yeah, so they're just giving us a generic warning that we are not supposed to overclock it until unless you know.
Because we don't have any OS on it, it's
not booting. So what we're gonna do is, for some people who wanted to see how it's booted, what we have here is the master key, basically a bootable pen drive, and we're just gonna plug it in. Can you go into BIOS? Okay, ready to flash BIOS. There is this. Where is USB point? Okay, the last one is here is stuck. Yeah. And this one is. Yeah. Now we are gonna install the Windows. I think it has the BIOS menu, boot, and the first option we are gonna keep it as USB.
UEFI?
No, normal. USB key?
Yeah.
Okay, it was my mistake on my part that I did not made a bootable UEFI BIOS. So for time being we just have to go with the old style, legacy style BIOS system detection. I hope it works perfectly. So it finally booted up. It's trying to detect the OS, and here goes the installation process for the people who were. Kenny, we need the mouse as well.
We don't.
Let's just show them the mouse.
Fine.
So on the mouse part we went with I think Rival 105 Steel Series, right? Yeah, Steel Series Rival. And we could have gone without using the mouse and install the whole Windows, but we wanted to show you guys. Sorry, my bad. We wanted to show you guys all the mouse as well, so that you can see whole setup.
This is the last component.
This is the last component, and the keyboard has a very nice effect to it. So you can see it. I'm just keeping it there for time being, and yes, Kenny, unraveling the mysteries of a mouse. Mouse mat, we have kept it somewhere, but let it be. And it's 12 in the night, and
It's 12?
yes,
कैसे जाएगा घर?
we'll figure it out.
This is slides. Cheaper slides.
So for mouse, as you can see, we went with Gamdias. My bad, I think I pronounced it wrong, and Kenny just corrected me. It's Gamdias, and it has very nice feel to it. That's why we went with this, and it's kind of sturdy and fits into our budget as well. So
It's cheap and better than Ryzen.
you heard it here first at Kenny. Why are you selecting anything else? United States is much better.
Because we live in India, we select India.
Okay, so the installation process is starting up. For time being, let's just see the effect on the keyboard. I'm just loving it. You just accept custom installation. We have the primary driver as this SSD, and we just install it. That's it. That's what all it takes. And now it's just copying all the files. It's just gonna go through the whole process.
Cost of the mouse is $2,000.
Yeah, the whole cost of the mouse was 2000K, and you can see the mouse. I think it has RGB as well. Does it change?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the whole setup
I
is.
don't know how, but it does change.
I think that is for DP. That is for DP. You have to install the drivers. Drivers no.
हाँ? नहीं ब्लू भी होता है.
I think the mouse has that.
Blue is for white. It isn't going for black.
So it's not completely RGB. It just supports basic primary colors. Yes, sorry about that. Yeah, primary lights, which is yellow, green, red, purple, blue, pink, and something orangish. I'm not good with colors, so pardon me about that. You can see the build here. The Cooler Master is running. Oh, and the RAM, it looks damn neat and clean, as you can see. Obviously we have a lot of work still to do. First of all, fixing that light at the front of this. It's 3 fan 120 mm if I'm not wrong, right? Yeah, 120 mm 3 fans which are LED LED in sense RGB lit, and we weren't able to figure out, so we are just gonna fix that sometime. Our installation is going on.
The Logitech G402 is also a nice purchase.
Yeah, it's nice.
I myself use full Logitech gaming setup.
So Kenny has basically a Logitech keyboard and a Logitech mouse, MMO mouse, which he uses for playing World of Warcraft, which he hates now. So suck on that.
Blizzard, you ruined the life.
Blizzard didn't ruin it. Activision did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they own it, but still, they did not do right thing. So we are just getting done with the end part of it, and this is the amount of time it actually takes to assemble a PC if you're doing it for the first time with all the RGB headers and stuff, and still leaving out a lot of stuff at bay to figure out.
Is it changing anything?
Yes.
No. Yeah, the colors are changing. The yellow, it became red now. It gray, red circle, green, blue. It's changing. You can see Kenny is experimenting with this.
Yo, RGB, come on.
The Kawaii lights are there. So installation is complete. It's gonna take us through the basic setup. Kawaii lights rugged us for life, but still Kawaii lights. See those damn lights. I mean, like, I didn't get it on time, but is it gonna go through the installation again?
No.
I hope it does not.
If it does, we need to change the boot priority.
We just need to shut down and change the boot priority, right? I think it's gonna go into the setting. Yes. So nothing to worry about. It happens because we have our boot priority. So we're just gonna remove the pen drive and reboot it, and it should go normally where it's supposed to go.
Reset key is not working.
So we just reset it. Now it should boot default from the SSD and should take us through the basic step of installation. Let's hope that it happens. Otherwise, yeah. So basically what happened was we set our boot priority to USB and we left the USB in. So once it's done copying all the files on your boot drive, it reboots itself and then starts the installation from the boot drive. But if you have your pen drive or devices there, then it again goes into the whole cycle. So what you gotta do is the moment it restart itself, either remove the USB or change the boot priority in BIOS. So it helps. Just don't make the mistakes that we are doing. Learn from us. And this is how a PC should look. तेरे पापा मारेंगे मेरे को. No, not exactly air cooler. We did not take that much amount of time as well. Like we had to go and figure out the motherboard. It was damaged, right? So getting it replaced again and going through the whole process. So
good thing we had an SSD.
Yeah, it's a good thing that we have an SSD for boot drive, so it boosts fast. Now we're just gonna go through the basic setup. Yeah. So it's the name of the guy for whom we are building this. Not gonna give a password. No, we do not want Cortana. Disable everything. Do not give any kind of data to Windows. They are spies. They are spying on us. What?
No offense.
No offense. Let's not get political here.
This might take 7 minutes.
If you're gonna do it for first time, Subjot, you're gonna go in a lot of trouble. I mean, like, I think this is mine and Kenny's 6th or 7th build in general, but first build with AIO and RGB lights. So that's why there was so much trouble. Otherwise, anything other than RGB headers and that kind of stuff, it's pretty straightforward. Just plug everything in and it just works. That's it. Just make sure that you plug everything in right, nothing else.
Oh, damn, that was good.
So we are in BIOS. Sorry, my bad. We are in Windows. Right click.
Display.
And task manager. System.
So we got
Ryzen
700X 8-core processor running at 3.6 GHz. And
as you can see in task manager, those sweet little cores, the 16 cores running at 3.6.
currently it's running at 4.3 GHz.
4.3 GHz. If you guys want, I can just zoom it on. So currently it's running on 4.3 with total CPU utilization of 7%, and it's sweet. So that would be it for today. What we're gonna do is we're gonna post a review of this build and how it performed and what are its benchmarks in the next video. Make sure that you subscribe and click on that bell icon to get a notification for all the latest content that we're gonna post regarding PCs and all the relevant stuff about tech. So this is me and Kenny signing out. Please, Kenny, come in. He's tired as hell right now, if you can look at him. So he's tired, and this is
So
So this was our build off. There will be a part 3 where I figure out how to plug in.
This is me, and in third part we'll probably figure out how to turn on these lights and
get them synced
all along and everything in same color manner. And what we're going to do is make sure that everything is cable managed properly. If I could show you the hell that is on this side, it is terrible, but for time being, that's it.
Just look at the kawaii lights.
Just look at it and enjoy. Peace out. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Thanks for watching.
And end.